we wanted to make sure we continued in our running back room to replace. We needed to replace 2 there, 3 really when you count Stevie Rocker and then Mike Wiley and DJ all moving on. So we were able to get Adam Muhammad, who is just a fantastic high school football player. I mean, you look at some of his, records that he set here. Number 2 all-time in Arizona State history in touchdowns scored behind Bijan Robinson. 1 touchdown ahead of Christian Kirk, 1 touchdown ahead of Kadeem Carey, and rushed for 5,000 yards. So you got Adam, and then you got Jordan Washington.
The Apollo program was built from kids from that area. Not a lot of transfers in or out, and those kids kind of grew up in the program and developed, and fantastic work ethic over there. Coach Walls does a great job getting those guys ready to go. Am I allowed to say? Edit that out if I'm not allowed to say coaches. I have no idea what am I allowed to say.
You're good.
I'm good? Yeah. Keep that guy's name in there. He did a fantastic job getting those guys ready to go. They, come from a tough background, all 3 of them, but they've worked their way through it, and we're really excited. We're adding those kinds of kids to this program. Great workers, kids that just want to develop and get better, and we're really excited to add all 3 of them to the program. They're all going to bring their own special attributes, but we really feel like we're lucky to get those guys.
You hear about, historically, it has not been a high school that's put out player after player in the same group, but that group happened to have been one in which really traditionally what happens is you locate a player, you go watch that player, and then you're like, who's, right? So let's say you go watch Watkins, right? And then you're like, wow, I really like the way Watkins is playing. Now, who's that other guy over there? Who's that tackle that they got? Oh, that's Lotto. Oh, let's figure out what he looks, let's figure out what he does. Let's start researching him. Holy cow, this running back's got more yards than anybody in the state. This running back's the number 1 back in the state. We got to do more on this. Coach Graham, you need to come out and watch this player play. And then what happened was Coach Carroll and Coach Graham kind of got together, and they said, we should take all 3 of these players. We should take the center, we should take the tackle, and we should take the back. And that's what we were able to do. Comes to receiver, we're only losing just Jacob Cowan. So losing Jacob, we were able to sign Audric, and then sign Brandon Phelps, who is the all-time in the state of Arizona wide receiver, right? All-time leader in receptions, all-time leader in yards, all-time leader in touchdowns. So when you have those 2 guys coming in, then we have guys like Dylan Tapley and Charlie Crowell coming in the tight end position.
Really, he's got tremendous ball skills on both sides of the ball. So, we had him here in one of those 7-on-7 camps over the summer, and you couldn't take your eyes off him. And it didn't matter who was on offense or defense. Like, he's catching the ball, one which way, shape, or form. Had a lot of picks on defense. Just a natural football player is the best way to put it. He just has a great knack for finding space, for making plays. It may not be a traditional role that we have him in, but he's a special kid, so we're excited to have him part of the program.
Well, he doesn't throw a lot of incompletions. That's the first thing I would say, which is an incredible sign of somebody that knows how to play the game of football. He has an elite athleticism in terms of speed. He's flat out fast for a quarterback. He does a great job of taking over a game at any given moment that you can really put the ball in his hands and he can win you the game. He took Basha to their first ever state championship. He's a 4.0 student, both football student and academic student. He loves the game of football. He fits in what we do. I once made a comment that, you don't want a football team that when you watch you look at your position group and everybody's kind of all over the place and you don't really know what you're trying to get. Our quarterbacks are a certain look, and they have a certain skill set, and they have a certain feel, and they play the game a certain way. And that enables us to game plan for those guys and puts us in position that Demond can now continue to learn from and grow without having to throw, well, this will be different for you, Demond, and this will be different for you. It's not that. So everything about Demond, he's the best player in the state of Arizona. He was the number 1 ranked quarterback in the state of Arizona. It was a huge deal for us to get him, to want to join our program. His father played college football at Michigan State. His mom's from Tucson. I mean, this is who should come to Arizona. This is who should be here. And I had Sean McVay watch his film. I had Josh McDaniels look at his film. Mike Lombardi look at his film. And all these guys are just singing this kid's praises. And they just know how elite of a player he's going to be one day.